I improved the King Arthur coffee cake recipe by just adding more sugar to the batter to make the cake even more moist and more sugar to the filling to make it gooier, and the results speak for themselves. This cake is so tender and the filling is simple but incredibly tasty. The crumb topping is perfect as it is, delicate but crisp. You have to make this cake ASAP. Make the crumb topping by combining 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 6 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Whisk. I used a plate because I thought I could get away with it, but it was too small. Now add 6 tablespoons of softened butter, and with a fork or your hand, mix it in until you get crumbs of different sizes. So that's what it should look like. Set aside. To make the filling, combine 6 tablespoons of sugar, which is slightly more than the original recipe calls for, with 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. The cocoa is more for color, but you do get a faint chocolate flavor. Mix and set aside. Now in a large bowl, combine 2 cups of flour, 3/4 cups of sugar, but I added a bit more because I felt it wasn't enough, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and whisk. Now mix in a stick of softened, unsalted butter, mix until you get a sandy texture. I recommend using an electric mixer, but I did it by hand. Now add in 2 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Mix until you get a thick, doughy batter. Now add in 1 cup of buttermilk or Greek yogurt in 2 batches. So put in 1/2 cup and mix. And then the other 1/2 cup, and mix until you get a creamy batter. Layer half of the batter in a greased 8-inch pan and smooth it out. Sprinkle the filling evenly over the batter. Then pour on the rest of the batter and smooth it out. Then sprinkle on the crumb topping evenly. Bake in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes or until a toothpick comes out with moist crumbs. Do not overbake. Let cool for a half an hour, remove from the pan, and optionally drizzle on a powdered sugar glaze, which is just powdered sugar and water. Slice and serve. Enjoy.